Hello friends. So in the last class we have discussed about what is Tableau software, its history, what are different Tableau products available and the Tableau features, and also the Tableau desktop workspace, how it looks. Okay, so we have just explored all these things in the last video. So in this particular video we will discuss the last part of your fifth unit, that is data visualization with respect to Tableau software is concerned. Okay, so in this particular case, to continue with yesterday's lecture, in this particular video we will discuss some more facilities and the different types of what I can say, the environments that are available with respect to Tableau software is concerned. So let us begin the next one. So in the last class we have discussed about the different menu options, toolbar icons that are available. So we'll start with the data types that are supported by your Tableau software from this particular class. So Tableau software stores the data sources in different data types. If the data types are not specified by the user, Tableau assigns them itself. Okay, so it provides a facility to specify a data types for the data sets that we want to include for data visualization. If you don't specify, by default it assigns the data types itself. Okay, so both the default and the customized setting facilities available with respect to the Tableau software with respect to data type setting is concerned. So some of the few data types that are supported by Tableau software are displayed in this particular slide. Those are text values, date values. So text values, already you know the text, it supports the text. Date values, management of dates, date and time values. Numerical values, settings are available, data types are available. Geographical value types are available. It can be 2-dimensional or 3-dimensional values. Then Boolean values. So these are the essential data types that can be considered with respect to the big data sets that we usually use for what you can say, the data visualization purpose. So continuing with this, it also supports various data source files. Okay, so which are the data source files we can generate using Tableau software, and what are the different extensions that are assigned to these particular data source files. Okay, so let us see. So in this particular case there are 4 different types of files that have been created and shared by the Tableau software. So amongst that, the first one is Tableau workbook, second one is Tableau data source, third one is Tableau bookmark, fourth one is Tableau data extracts. So these are the 4 file formats that the Tableau software uses. So depending on their utility and the amount of information they contain, the Tableau software saves and shares the files in these particular formats. So coming to the first one, that is Tableau workbook. It is default save type when you save your work on the desktop. So whenever you save, so this is the default setting, default file that has been created, that is a Tableau workbook. The extension of this particular file, the default file or default workbook, is a .twb. Okay, so if you don't specify any special type of source file, then in that particular case, by default, it assigns the work that you are carrying for that particular workbook, it assigns the extension .twb. So this is the normal workbook that is being created by Tableau software. The files with extension .twx can be shared with the people not having the Tableau desktop license or those who cannot access the data source. Okay, so .tablob or .tablowx for sharing purpose. The .twb files are small in size and include information to visualize the data. So this is what your normal Tableau workbook is. So for sharing purpose, you can use the extension .twbx. This is for sharing. File sharing purpose. Then coming to the second source file, that is Tableau data source file. Tableau data source file. So this particular Tableau data source file connect to a specific data source, or if you have manipulated the metadata of any data source, saving the file as Tableau data source is of great use. The extension of such file is .tds. .tds. And it also includes the server address, password and the metadata information. Okay, so if you have manipulated any metadata, in that particular case, this particular Tableau data source file is very much useful for the analyst. So we can, so far we can create two types of files with respect to Tableau, that is .twb file, or we can create a .tds file depending on the objective. Then one more file that has been possible with respect to the Tableau software is Tableau bookmark. So in this case, if you want to share any specific file with others, then use this Tableau bookmark and you can create this particular bookmark with a file extension .tbm. This is a .tbm. Okay, so this is one more file we can create, that is Tableau bookmark. So this is to be used when we want to share any specific file with others. Then the fourth one is Tableau data extract. So this type of file is used to compress your extracted data and improves the performance by incorporating more formulas and functions. So the extension of this type of file is .tde. Okay, so when we deal with any scientific kind of data where there are lots of manipulations, mathematical calculations, manipulations, statistical decisions is to be made at that particular time, this type of file is to be used. So overall in this particular case, the source file, so four types of source file has been created by Tableau software. The first one is .tw, which is default one. Then if there is any specific operation need to be carried out on the data sets, then .tds, .tbm and .tde files are available for the analyst purpose. Okay. So to continue with this, the next point to be considered in this case is Tableau Charts. So the Tableau can create different types of univariate, bivariate and multivariate charts depending on the requirement. So these are some of the chart types that the Tableau can create for you people. So amongst that, tables, scatter plots, trend lines, bullet graph, box plot, tree map, bubble charts, word cloud. So these are the few charts that I have listed, common charts that are available with respect to the Tableau software is concerned. So the first one is table chart. So the tables are an excellent choice of presenting data as they preserve all the information, which in turn minimize the chances of misinterpretation. Okay, so as you already know, tables are very essential, and where these tables are used to organize the data properly. Okay, where all information is available. So it is an structured, what you can say, the way of storing the information, we can say. So that's why the tables are provided by the Tableau. The second one is scatter plots. Scatter plots are used to describe the relationship between two variables. These plots cannot explain the causal relationship. So when we want to describe the relationship between the two variables, and at that particular time the scatter plots are very much essential. So this particular type of plots are very useful in in big data analytics, and also in the what you can say, the for any demographic information processing is concerned. Then the next one is trend line. So these trend lines are used to analyze the relationship between variables as well as predict the future outcome. So the name itself suggests it is a trend line. Okay, so how the current trend is and where it should head. Okay, so this type of trend lines charts can be created by the Tableau software, which then these particular trend lines are very much useful in financial sectors, financial corporate sectors, and also the stock market analysis. Then the next chart to be considered in this case is the bullet graph. So this bullet graph chart is just like the bar graph and is generally used in qualitative analysis. It helps in measuring the same variable in different categories. So this is the simple bar graph itself. Then the next one is box plot chart. This box plot chart represents distribution of data and is used in the comparison of multiple sets of data. It can effectively compute minimum and maximum value, medians. Okay, different quartile information can be what you can say computed using box plot. Okay, so ultimately the distribution of the what you can say the points that are present in the inputted data set that can be easily be analyzed using this box plot. So the next one is tree map chart. This tree map chart is one of the best compact techniques to visualize the part to whole relationship as well as the hierarchical models. Okay, so hierarchical structure and the tree map structure, you can say. So this particular kind of what you can say the chart is very essential when the organization of files or organization chart, for creating an organization chart in a big enterprises and all. So this particular tree map is very much useful, and also to explain the whole part relationship, this particular tree map is very very useful for the corporate sectors. Then the next one is bubble charts. So these bubble charts help in categorizing and comparing different values and factors in the data with the help of bubbles. So in scientific analysis, these particular bubble charts are very much useful. Then the last one in this particular case is word cloud. This word cloud is an interesting type of visualization that the Tableau has incorporated from version 8 onwards. Similar to bubble charts, the word in the word cloud is sized according to the frequency at which they appear in the content. Okay, means what? The depending on that whatever the data input that you provide. So how many depending on the number of occurrences, this particular word cloud can be built. Okay, so if say in a particular text, okay, so Gokte Institute of Technology, okay, so I am looking for Gokte. So in the entire document, if Gokte appears 10 times and technology appears 3 times, then Gokte will be what I can say highlighted in a bold manner, in a larger size than the technology word. Okay, so this is what the cloud. So depending on the number of appearances, it creates the cloud of words as per the input data that you provide. So that is what the word cloud is. So these are the different charts that are generated by the Tableau software, okay, which is catering all the different types of domains that exist in the world. So in Tableau, we can do we can have all these particular facilities. So to continue with this, the next topic of discussion is operations that can be carried out using Tableau software on the data sets. So analyzing large amounts of data involving complex and intricate patterns is the tedious task for an organization. So representing the outcomes of the analysis is even more difficult. We need some techniques for analyzing data and representing outcomes in a systematic manner so that it is easy to interpret patterns and trends. Creating visualizations on a given data set makes it easy to interpret patterns just as by looking at the figures and charts prepared from the data set. Among the various software tools available for the creation of visualizations and dashboards, Tableau Public is used by statisticians to represent the outcomes of the data analysis carried out on a large data sets. Similar to other analytical tools, Tableau also supports different types of mathematical and statistical data operations. Okay, so I have listed some of the common data operations that can be used with the data. So amongst that we have sum, average, median, count distinct, minimum, maximum, standard deviation. So all these are the statistical what you can say the operations. Standard deviations, variance, population, attribute, dimensions. So these what you can say the mathematical and statistical operations on data are very essential for the data analyst, because ultimately we are not only representing the data, our job is to just create some patterns on the given data, but we need to make a decision on the shown pattern. So because of this particular, to make or to conclude something, to make certain decisions, to support the organization's operations, definitely these kind of operations are very much helpful. So in this particular regard, the Tableau software supports these different types of statistical operations also. So in Tableau, we can also use conditional statements like if else. Additionally, Tableau permits you to alter the default aggregation of data and change its level. So these are also the what you can say, the facilities that are available with respect to the operations on data is concerned. So these are some of the features and the facilities that are available with Tableau software. So now we will just look at the different environments where I can use the Tableau public. So especially for data analytics. So data analytics in Tableau public. Okay. So just I will introduce you how the data analytical operations can be carried out with respect to the public Tableau public is concerned. So in this particular case, just I will list out some of the steps where you can connect the database or a data set to the Tableau public and getting started with the analysis or data analysis. Okay. So this is what the objective is. So simultaneously I have included some of the snaps here, that is the Tableau desktop, what I can say, the Tableau desktop, what I can say, the JPGs. So let us continue. So in this particular case, first, this is how the normal, what you can say, your Tableau desktop looks like. After the installation, you will get this particular kind of what you can say, the page, or what you can say, the dashboard you can say. So this is the interface that you have to explore. So as in the yesterday's class, I have just shown you how the desktop environment is, what are the different file menus and the toolbar. So with respect to continuing with that, so this is the default. So now here I have listed some of the what you can see, the steps to operate this particular tool. So open the home page of the Tableau public tool. So after installation, you need to open the Tableau public, means you need to start. So select the connect to data option, from the data menu. So on the top of the Tableau desktop, you will find the data menu. So from that data menu, you need to select connect to data option from the data menu to connect the given data set. Okay. So if you want to connect to a data set, if you want to load the data set to a Tableau public, in that particular case, you need to choose the data menu from the data menu, and within the data menu, you need to select connect to data option. Then after that, a window appears with connect frame on its left hand side. So just see here. So at the left hand side, there is a connect button. So that this particular, what you can say, the window appears there. So that's been noted there. Window appears with the connect frame on its left hand side. So this is the left hand side of connect window. So at the top you can see the connect window there. We can also establish the connection to the data by using the open data button. Okay. So if you click on that connect button, it will take you to the next interface. So this is the next interface in this case. So after pressing the connect button, then select the file type in which the data is stored from the connect frame. Okay. So you want to connect. So you want to connect to which data source, where it is available. Okay. So in that particular case, you need to select which data source is. So in our case, we have in this particular case, we have chosen the Microsoft Excel. Means our data set is in the form of Microsoft Excel. So therefore, that is been selected there. So I want to connect to a data set. So what type of data set it is? It is a Microsoft Excel file. So that is been selected at the left corner. Just see the red, what you can say, the mark there. So this is what. So after pressing that, it will open the dialog box. So this is the dialog box. So after pressing that, it will open the dialog box. So this dialog box already, you already familiar with this. Means we can explore, we can browse where the file is, and we can just select that particular file and what you can say, feed it to the Tableau software. This is the operation. So browse for the file containing the sample data. Okay, that is my Excel file. So that I have chosen in this case. The data connection establishment process completes after the file has been selected. So select it and just say open. Okay, the data set is ready for data visualization. This has been loaded into the what you can say, the Tableau software. Then after that, once you press the load the data set, then the Tableau public screen appears as shown in this particular figure. So after loading the data, so this is how your what you can say, the Tableau public will appear now. So this is how, means that the data is been loaded now. It will be available with the Tableau software. Then after that, click the go to worksheet button to get the data in the worksheet form as shown in the figure. So in this case, we can use the data sheet view of the data Tableau to develop various kinds of visuals. So there are various facilities are available. As you go on exploring, you will come to know what are the different types of visualization facilities that are available, options are available. So next is drag the dimension from the left hand side bar and drop in the rows and columns field for analysis. Okay, so dimension box is at the left side corner there. So that has been mentioned, drag the dimension. So okay, so there is a dimension, what you can say, the tag is available. So you just drag, okay, drag and drop in the active window, that is rows and columns of the field for analysis. Then specify particular analytical measures by dragging the individual dimensions from the measures section and dropping them onto the rows and fields. Then the next one is select different kind of chart from the show me selection box appearing on the upper right corner to view the different pattern. So show me selection box, it provides you using this particular data, whatever the data that you have loaded. So what type of chart you want to you want to generate. Okay, is it a line chart, is it a box chart, is it a pie chart, is it a bar chart? Okay, so depending on the need, okay, so you can select those particular options from show me selection box. Okay, so by selecting one of them, it will just generate the different visualizations that are required for the further analysis. So just I have written a note here. So we can create more visuals including bar chart, discrete line chart, bubble chart. So various, as I have discussed, various different types of charts that are supported by the Tableau. So all those particular facilities are available, and you can experiment with those particular options. Finally, as I have told, in this particular case, it is possible to create the dashboard. So yesterday one of the features that we have discussed, that is using Tableau, we can create the dashboards by clicking the new dashboard icon which is present at the rightmost icon given on the status bar of public window. So a new dashboard that appears. Okay, so this is how the dashboard looks like. So drag the sheet from the left hand side bar and drop it on the dashboard. Okay, then finally adjust the resolution of the dashboard for the clarity of vision from the dashboard selection on the lower left corner. So these are the what you can say the facilities that are available. So now once you do this, okay, so your dashboard is ready, you are ready to what you can say get the output for the final. So it is easy to operate. So only thing is that you need to you need to practice the thing, and if it is requires, you install it on your PC and just explore that. Okay, so we have different versions are available. So based on that, these particular interfaces might slightly vary. Okay, so the suggestion is that anyhow you are free now and you can explore these different softwares for future purpose. So actually this kind of what I can say the tools are very much useful for R&D purposes, that is research and development purposes. Okay, so this is what your Tableau software is. This is how we can load the data set onto the Tableau software and utilize and represent that particular data set however we want. So before concluding, one more point that I want to talk in this particular case is the visual controls in Tableau Public. Okay, so there are different visual control facilities are also available. So Tableau Public software provides various number of controls for creating visualizations for a given data set. So for if you take any what you can say data set that shows the temperature of some cities, for example, the sample data set is stored in an Excel sheet which contains certain information that includes city name, average temperature of the city in a month, in a particular month like January, February, whatever it is, and also the latitude and longitude information about that particular city. This is an geographical information. So we can connect this particular data to a Tableau in the same way as we have done earlier, and we can have an what you can say the analysis. We can create an visualization for that. Okay, so any such type of data set can be explored in this particular case. Okay, so this is how the different visuals can what you can say means what it provides various types of controls to create the customized visualizations. Okay, so those particular facilities are available with respect to the Tableau software is concerned. So this is about what you can say the Tableau approach. So overall, in a nutshell, we can say that the Tableau products are the most widely used software tools for data visualization. There are various types of Tableau products available in the market. One of the most popular applications of Tableau software tools is Tableau Desktop, as we have seen, which provides various facilities to create the visualizations. So the breakthrough approach used to build the Tableau Desktop tool takes pictures of data and converts them to an optimized database queries, which help users in spotting patterns, identifying trends, deriving logical conclusions and insights. So it also provides options for data sharing in the form of dashboards, which can be used to reflect the relationship by highlighting and filtering data. Dashboards also help you to create storyline in a guided manner for explaining the insights obtained from the data. So overall, we can say that the Tableau software is an effective tool for data visualization is concerned. So this completes your what I can say, the 5th unit, that is Tableau software. Okay. So this is my last video. So just I want to give you what I can say, one a guideline with respect to how you can go about this particular subject. So we have posted some videos regarding with respect to the units is concerned. So please have a look at those particular videos. After that, refer to the material that we have posted. After that, you make your own what you can say the notes, or what you can say the points with respect to the concept, and then you refer to the textbook that has been referred to you, which makes you more understand and go into depth of that particular subject, and you feel confident in understanding the concept. Okay. So effort is required in this case, so please do as suggested. Okay. So thank you very much. I hope all you people are well at your home. So keep safe distance and be happy. Thank you very much.